Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Today we're going to be making this card. A friend of mine came over a few days ago and we kind of brainstormed. She cut out these nice little ornaments from using her gypsy and attaching that to my expression. I think it's from the Joy of the Seasons, but I'm not sure. I don't have a cartridge with these ornaments on it. And it was her idea to use the snowflake embossing folder. And then I came up with the idea to add the Stampin' Up's fine Cosmo glitter, and this is in celery. And I will show you how to do that. We've got some gold metallic ribbon here, and the sentiment is from the Teeny Tiny Wishes sentiment. So let's get started. So first we're going to go ahead and take our sheet of white cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4 and fold that in half and set that aside. And then I have here a sheet of 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of green cardstock. And then this piece here is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and it's run through the Big Shot using the snowflake folder. So I'm going to add those using my Snell adhesive as soon as I find it. Okay. Oops. Oops. And I'm going to just make sure, I've said this before, that we have plenty of adhesive on these embossed pieces. Especially if you're going to be giving it to someone and it's not just something that you're making, you know, for your own collection. So we're going to center that. Okay. And then the next thing, I learned this trick from a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, actually on the website. What I've done here is added Scotch tape to the back of this ornament. And I got to cut that because you don't want to see that. I'm going to do that right here with this third one. Okay. And then you take your glitter, and in this case, like I said earlier, I'm using a Fine Cosmo by Stampin' Up. You can order that from me, or if you already have a demonstrator, from your demonstrator. I love these. I love these glitters. They're very sparkly and very fine. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So this is celery, and what I'm going to do is just press this into the glitter. Just press it all around really good, and then knock off the excess. And there you are. And the other thing I did, I forgot to mention before adding the glitter or the tape, I took a old dryer sheet, which I learned this from a blogger a long time ago, so it's not something original to me. And I attach mine to these clips and rub that all over my cardstock, whatever cardstock that I'm going to add glitter or embossing powder to. So I do that before adding my embossing powders or my glitters. So I'm going to go and cut the excess off of these other two and add the glitter to those, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now I have glitter on all of the ornaments, and I put adhesive on the backs of two of them. And I will do the other one in a moment. But before I add them to the card, I want to get my Stamp-A-Majig. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment on to this piece of white cardstock. This is 5/8 by 5/8 inches by 5. And I'm using this Encore. You can also order this from me. Gold metallic pigmented ink. And you want to be careful with this because it's very wet. So it takes it a little longer to dry than the classic ink. And I'm going to stamp that on there. And then, so I want to see that that is in the center of my piece of cardstock. Okay. There we go. And you want to go straight down and up. Okay. I'm just going to clean off my stamp real quick. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Snell adhesive. And yeah, as you can see, I didn't like the way that one came out. It looked a little crooked, so I did it again on the other side. And I want this about a quarter inch from the bottom. I just want a little. So I have to leave room for the ornaments up top. Make sure that's straight. And let's see. Oops. Bring it down a little. There. I'm going to take my long ornament and put that, I'm just going to eyeball it, but you want it about in the center of your card, and then add the side ones. Don't press anything down until you are absolutely sure everything is where you want it. I'm just using my Snell adhesive. You could use your Tombow glue, being very careful, or your two-way glue pen would probably be a better choice. I think that's about like that. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and press all that down. Oops, that moved a bit. And then I went ahead, earlier I made these little bows out of gold metallic ribbon. I believe it's about 1/8 of an inch, I didn't want to try to do that on camera because I can never seem to make both very well on camera because I'm rushing. So I'm just going to add those with our Stampin' Up! Mini glue dots. Again, any of the Stampin' Up! Products that you see here, you can order through me at lmdstampin.stampinup.net or from your distributor if you already have one. And then we're just going to add that to the top of our ornament. And I'm using a couple of, about 2 per bow. You know, I don't want it coming off of there. I think this would also be a good place probably to use your Tombow glue if you have that instead of the dots, either one. And there. And there you are. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed this project. See you next time.